Let me see something. Ah, perfect. Okay. Hello, good afternoon.
Good morning to you, listener.
Good morning.
Lovely weather we're having today.
Good, lovely weather. Yes, we're having today. How are you enjoying it so far?
I'm enjoying it quite good, man.
Nice, man. Nice. That's pretty good. Do you plan any activities in this weather?
Sadly, I do not believe so, but I do have some free time later in the afternoon. I think I'm going to go out on a walk and enjoy it.
Nice. That's pretty good to hear. That's pretty good to hear. So, so thank you so much for coming. Today, we're gonna be going more in depth upon some of the questions that we asked from before, in relation to basketball and your shots, that words you mentioned before. This session will take probably around 20-25 minutes, depending on how we elaborate upon the answers. And we're just going to be answering some open questions to you. Okay? Is it okay if I ask some of the questions using the computer?
Just like our last session, not a problem with me. Man.
All right. So, can you tell me your name, age, and your occupation?
My name is Alexandros Gregorius Bloom. I am 20 years old, and my occupation currently, the best describes me, is a student, specifically studying at Tilburg University, course IBA.
All right. And what brings you in here today?
Well, a friend of mine who studies at Eindhoven University, specifically Fontes, who's doing, what did you study again? May you please state to
I think physio.
I think physio, right? And he came to me with a proposition of helping me improve my basketball for his module, specifically relating to improve at his job. So this is a simulation to you improve at your job and me to gain benefit almost like a client. And so I'm here to fulfill that.
All right, all right. And so you said that you had your request for help would be to help you make your shots better in basketball. Okay. And how long have you been playing basketball?
It's a better question to say how long since I first started considering taking basketball, because I don't have a very consistent schedule at all. I do it for fun. That's very much our primary thing. And I say it's inconsistent because let's go back and explain properly. I have a couple of friends where every single few months, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, we meet up together and we play basketball, and then we train, and then we eat food, and we hang out for like a solid 8 hours. And then we split our ways and we don't see each other for like the next couple of months again, usually. I have a game with them Friday. I'm going to go to Nijmegen to do that. Now, when I say that, there are gaps where I go weeks, maybe even months without playing basketball. And then there's a short period of time where I may go a week, and that's it. But now, since at my university I go to the gym there's basketball. From time to time now, I'm playing it. And I played it once with the public, once with other people who was in the same gym. And through that I realized I can play it once a week, maybe twice a week. And I would like to get to that level. I would love to incorporate basketball into my schedule. Because I just mainly do training, and that's about it.
Training.
I would like to add in some sports, and I think basketball would fit me quite well.
Okay. So you've been playing it off and on just for fun, with your friends, and normally it would be like you guys get together, play, grab a bite, and then leave, and then you guys wouldn't meet up in a couple of months. And you stated that now you would like to take it a little bit more seriously, incorporate it more into your schedule. All right. So that's pretty good to know. So before we head on, just to make sure we have a proper understanding of how you're functioning, how is your health, right? Have you been diagnosed with any medical condition?
No.
Diabetes? No. Okay. Have you had any surgeries or hospitalizations in the past?
No.
No. Okay. Are you currently on any medication?
No.
No. Do you have any allergies?
Yes.
Yes. What would it be?
Dust, specifically pollination in the house. And this is an embarrassing one. I don't tell much people, but apparently when I did a test a couple years back, I'm allergic to cockroaches.
Cockroach. Wow. Okay. All right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing either.
That's very interesting. Have you ever seen a physiotherapist before?
I don't believe so. Maybe. It could have been years ago. I could have been checked for anything. No, I would consider no.
No. Okay. All right. So now we're going to be diving into some questions that will be more bodily focused. Okay. So so what exactly would you like to improve upon with your shots?
Specifically, just make it in the hoop, man. The ball lifts up in the air, and sometimes it's in the backboard, it doesn't go in. Sometimes it's the rim, sometimes air balls. I'm very inconsistent with my shot. Recently, it has improved, but it's more of an improvement just because I started to incorporate it a little bit seriously, like started adding to my schedule a little bit. As in, like, I played a few games with other people that I don't know, not my friends, like in the gym, and like that's the only reason it improved a little bit. The shot itself, yeah, it's just not good. It's just not good.
Okay. And what would you say is preventing you from having a good shot?
I never trained basketball ever. I never decided to like focus on any specific exercises to improve at basketball. That includes shooting it as well as just training exercises for it. I know those exist. I done a little bit of research, but like almost nothing, and I have not incorporated it at all. Yeah, I don't practice basketball enough to actually lock in that skill, that requisite, because you need sufficient practice, at least either sufficient visualization as well as literal practice to lock it in as a skill set for my body and for my brain to actually know what it's doing. Also, just not taking it so serious at the end of the day. It still is, I want to take it a little more seriously. It's still, at the end of the day, something for fun, and dedicating significant time to develop a skill rapidly. I don't mind doing it because I find that time to time fun, but it also is taking it significantly more seriously.
Yeah. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how how do you think your shots are? On a scale where 10 is like a perfect 10 out of 10 shot, and 1 is like it's really bad.
If I were to use that scale, and put some examples on it, if a 10 is the best of the best in the world, let's say Stephen Curry, and a 1 is like a toddler, like just throwing a ball up, and let's say each scale is like the earthquake scale, like it scales up quite big, definitely not 10, definitely not 9, definitely not 8, definitely not 7, definitely not 6, definitely not 5, definitely not 4, probably 3. And the reason I state this because I would consider 1 to be a toddler throwing it, 2 consider like a kid who's like the first time ever like playing a little bit of basketball, and 3 an adult who's like never played basketball all that much. He just plays a little bit in his free time.
Okay, all right. And what is another 2 again?
A 2 because I would consider it being a teenager or a kid playing basketball, and they are like picking up basketball for the first time, or a teenager.
Okay, all right. Is this like have you seen consistently that your shots have not been improving, or like?
Have I been consistently seeing my shots have not been improving? They have been improving. It just hasn't been improving drastically because I'm not focusing on it. It's just been improving gradually through osmosis of experience and playing the game. As you get more experience, obviously some things are going to improve. Your health and specifically your body is starting to build around the sport. Your arm is getting used to throwing the shot. Eventually, it starts making it in. Of course, I assume we'll hit a plateau eventually where through experience, I get so good, like so. But at the end of the day, I will still need specific training, specific exercise, and specific drills if I want to improve it. I have not done those, and I have not put in enough time just playing the game for fun to actually improve my shot.
Okay, all right. So you stated that you have been seeing like your body's getting used to it, adapting to throwing the ball, making some of the shots. But in terms of drastic improvement, it's not there as yet. Okay, that's understandable, and I can see that you are putting in the effort and you are seeing the changes taking place already. And that place, that direction, in terms of seeing some shots, I would say you're getting there. Yeah, for sure. Let's say, do you have any stiffness, weakness, or numbness or swelling, maybe while you're playing or in general?
Actually, yeah. Depending on my training and what I did previous days before, but I still notice this because it's like something old. Whenever I'm jumping, or whenever like jump a lot, like once, twice is fine, but as the hours pass, let's say by second or third hour, I notice that this ankle will start hurting. And it's mainly because always in the game, somehow either this one or this one will roll a little bit. And I have to be like, crap, I just rolled my ankle slightly.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the game, I'll just play on. I've done that a few times. But honestly, now I'm thinking about it, recently it hasn't really been anything. Like, in the past, it used to be quite annoying, but now it's just, whenever I jump too much, both ankles start hurting. I say this one because this is the one I remember hurting last time. But now I think about it, both of them, honestly, could start hurting. Because let's say me and my friends play basketball. We play basketball for a long time. I mean, we play for like hours. So eventually, once you jump, your ankles will be like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So you've been feeling some sort of
Discomfort, yeah. Like basically, whenever I jump, it's like, yeah, no, like come on, stop yourself.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like after the next day, it's gone. So my interpretation, it's like a sore muscle or sore spot just develops as the game progresses.
All right. And how long has it been happening?
Since coming up here, we play basketball for hours on end. Because I am originally from St. Martin, so when we used to play basketball, it used to be whenever our class had like gym class, and we just played basketball a little bit there, and there was no problem because it was relatively short. Never had that ever, unless I rolled my ankle and then I continued playing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then there, yeah. But if I didn't roll my ankle, nothing. Like it goes away in a day or two. I have rolled it pretty badly before. Like it used to hurt for a couple of days, but then eventually just healed back up and it was fine. After we came up here, like once I'm up here in Holland, my friends also came up here in Holland. We started playing basketball from time to time every few months. Because we don't meet up that often, we play for a long period of time. That's also not including the fact that we like to train before or after, but mainly before. And like we train, let's say in the gym, basic fit for 2 hours, and then we play basketball for 4 hours, and then we eat food for like a couple hours, and we chat until like 6. Like the day will begin for us at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then we'll split off at like 6 o'clock. It's a whole entire day that we agree to meet up. So, yeah. So that's like a very exhausting day for my body, and I always notice that after when I reach home, almost immediately or very quickly, I go sleep, and I'll sleep for a solid 8-9 hours, and the next day I feel back to normal. The ankles thing is gone.
All right. And so I've seen that you've had a gradual progression, and you said it mainly took place when you came to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
You began to play more basketball. Okay, and how has this been affecting you throughout your life? How has it been throughout your daily schedule?
Not really. Like, no. It's just mainly when I'm like, playing a sport, specifically basketball. Like, I played a little bit of futsal, and I feel it. It's specifically basketball, and I know it's because I'm jumping 200. I feel it there. I don't think it is anything particularly serious. I think it is primarily just an exhaustion of the leg, like the ankle is just like, yo, you're jumping too much, but you're sore. Like, calm yourself. I think it's also because I've rolled it a few times, and maybe like it's a little weaker, but I don't think so. I honestly primarily just think it's my body getting used to it. And lately, now that I think about it, it's gotten stronger.
That's stronger.
Yeah, because now I can jump more than I used to be able to before. I think, like I'm now like referencing it. Yeah, there was there's a few days there where I went and played basketball, and this wasn't really as sore as I like recall in the past. When I was thinking back 2025 September when we played basketball, October we played basketball in Rotterdam. Like I remember there it was much more sore. I think it's in combination of my weight loss because I've been losing weight recently, so it's gotten easier for my body to not only jump but also just like land. I think my landing is not good. Like my landing is very taxing on my knees. I don't really feel my knees, but I feel my knees and my ankles.
Okay, so you think your landing is not good, and you've been feeling that the discomfort has gotten better over time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. So you're seeing improvement there?
And again, it doesn't affect me in my daily life. It's just something that happens when I play hours of basketball.
Okay. But you said you feel it on both ankles.
Yes, I would feel it on both ankles for sure. This one, I always recall more pain from, my left one, specifically to the camera. But that's mainly also because this ankle, I would roll, I think I roll this ankle more often than I roll my right ankle. When I'm thinking back on memories about it, I said roll my ankle. It's not like been bad, like I couldn't walk. That's never happened to me. I never rolled an ankle so badly I couldn't walk for like a day or two, or you get a brace. Never before. But I always rolled it like so a few times, and I just gave up. Like a few 10, 70 seconds later, back playing the game or back doing whatever I was doing. And so this one, I feel like I've rolled more just by life, like just by consequence. The right one, no. And that's the reason why this one I always call more pain, because I'll roll it and I'll continue playing. Thus, it becomes more painful at the end of the day.
All right. And how would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is like the most discomfort you would ever feel that you can't walk, and 1 is like at all you can properly function. Where would you fall on that scale when you feel that discomfort?
3 to 4 range.
Yeah, 3 to 4. Man.
Like the moment I roll it, like the moment, like let's say for example, I just pass the ball, walking up, trying to do a layup, trying to get past the guy, and I do like so. It's just for a moment, and next thing you know, it's like fixed. I may like trip a little bit to the ground, but I manage to stand up most likely correctly. This one will hurt immediately for like 4, and then after like a few seconds, 10, 20 seconds, we're like, I'm still playing the game most likely, but I'm just like now walking a little bit or just jogging lightly, not like trying to rush to the ball. After 10, 20 seconds, the left one or the right one, whichever one rolls, it's like back to the top one out of 3, is a little pulsating, and then I just continue playing the game. As the hours progresses, I would say on a scale of like 1 to 2, because the pain is like sore muscle, but it's in my ankle. So for me, I'm not used to feeling pain in my ankle. Not like that. I'm used to feeling pain in my chest, in my biceps, triceps, regular muscles who train specifically. And my ankle's feeling sore, to me, I will just never consider natural. It probably is, but I just don't consider it natural.
Well, you're well aware that the ankle is made up of muscles and ligaments. So that's probably what you're saying. That's probably.
Yeah, it definitely is never a bone thing. I can most assuredly say I do not believe it's a bone thing, because of all the symptoms I've experienced, like right now. Yeah, if all the symptoms I'm experiencing whenever I'm playing basketball or any type of sport, primarily basketball, where there's a lot of jumping involved, there's a lot of hopping up to lay up involved, and landing back down on your thing, on your feet. Yeah, I would just assume it's just the muscle itself. If it was the bone, of course, it would have been far more painful.
Yeah.
Any fractures, any broken bones, it would have been bad.
Yeah.
But this has primarily been the muscle and the tendon, I think. And that's it.
Yeah, that sounds quite frustrating when it seems that you get exhausted after a while. But I can see you still push through that discomfort. I can see you still do it.
I think it's something everyone experiences though. If they play, depending how well trained they are, how much they focus on basketball, the pain they would feel in their ankle is different. For me, I don't play that often, so whenever I play for hours on end, of course, like something's gonna get sore. I would actually consider it quite weird if you played hours of a particular sport and you did not get sore in some place.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So how long? So I'll ask you a couple questions. So where exactly do you feel the discomfort?
After like studying with my sock, I guess. Right here-ish, like right here. This little piece that moves, right over there.
So in this, can you show me a little bit more if it's supposed to take off the shoes a little bit maybe?
In a public Facebook, you're crazy. In a public Facebook, you're crazy. Like, I can't really recall. Like, it's around here. Whenever like it's turning like so, there's a little pain here, and also a little pain overall as well. But it's just like you're jumping. I also feel pain in like the soles of my feet as well. I should mention that. And somewhere here where it's like turning, like you see where this bone is?
Yeah.
I would say all this part basically.
Okay. All right.
And it includes the same one for the other one.
All right. So we're seeing that at the sole of the feet. At the sole of the feet. So we call the sole of the feet, especially the edge, the bottom one. We call it the calcaneus, and it's also attached. It's a long kind. You sort of imagine your foot is like this. You have this long bone that's sticking out of the flat part, and you also put it on top here, right? Over here, right?
Like around here,
yeah.
Basically, like whenever it's turning like so, whenever I'm in, like you see how this one's like this one right here, like it's essentially the capacity to turn. Let me see, can I crack it? I can probably crack it. A little bit of a pop. I feel it, but you can't hear it sadly.
Yeah. Okay. And so that's mainly where we call that bone, especially the one on top here where you felt it in the beginning, the bone in front of the foot. We call that the tibialis, and it's pressing down on the talus.
Oh, there we go. That's a nice crack.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just pressing down.
Mm.
But that's a whole joint in itself.
Mm.
It's a whole joint. And of course, they have other muscles that are attaching that region. Especially if you feel it after a while, especially when you're doing this to your foot, jumping, that's your position. The muscle here will get tired out.
Yeah.
But that's just something that to be aware of. Maybe that can help us improve. Maybe implement on your treatment plan.
I think I definitely felt my calves from time to time there before. But luckily, I would assume in my brain when you're talking about that specific joint, I'm also thinking about my calves. Because sometimes, in my schedule, whenever I train, I would implement calf raises. So I would assume calf raises might have strengthened that specific part, but I've never trained my ankles. I have seen one person train ankles with a kettlebell, so I'd assume those exercises exist. But let's proceed.
Yeah. Okay, so due to the limited time that we have, we're going to try to go through the questions a little faster.
I got you.
All right, so have you noticed any changes in your posture, your strength, or your balance? I'm going to try to answer first.
No, not at all.
Okay. Are you having any difficulty with daily activities like walking,
No.
dressing? No.
I bike every day to school, bro.
Bike every day to school. All right.
Not every day to school, but whenever I have school.
Okay, whenever you have school. What are some of your hobbies? What else?
Exercising, reading, my religion with God, my relationship with God. I would consider that a hobby, but it's more like a lifestyle and choice of life. Movies, entertainment, specifically just criteria like watching it, breaking it down, trying to learn from it. I did get into drawing for a little bit of time, but I stopped. Kind of want to get back into it. And I would consider basketball to start developing into a new hobby. It's in that phase of really where it's in almost it's the beginning really. I'm just getting into it slightly. And yeah.
All right. And how has this, because you said you've been feeling some discomfort in your legs.
Yeah.
How has that been affecting you in those areas?
Other than when I play basketball for hours, never.
Never. All right. Okay. Where do you live? How about your living environment? Do you live on the second floor, third floor? How?
I live on the first floor officially, but that first floor is 1, 2, 3, 4 stairs flights up, 4 to 5 stairs flights up. I see the ground pretty well. I see the sun pretty well. My location is pretty good, I would say. I live in arrangement. I am by myself in the studio, I guess. So that's for that information. I don't know. It's peaceful. It's nice.
Do you have any stairs where you live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I go up the stairs every single time to reach my place.
Every time. Okay.
There's an elevator, but I don't think I just take the stairs.
Take the stairs. Okay. Can you climb stairs or get out of bed easily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be considered if I can.
That's pretty good. Are there any tasks at work or at home that you can't perform anymore?
I don't feel as confident making what's that here? Oh my goodness, I forget. Flan. I don't feel as confident making flan as I used to in the past. That's a specific cook recipe. But that's more just I've lost the knowledge. Not really.
You've lost it. Yeah.
Not a skill thing. If you talk about the body, if I've lost capacity to do stuff. No.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. We're talking about basketball. So we're talking about you mainly you brought up the attention of you feeling some type of discomfort in your legs. Has this affected you in other areas such as work and school?
No. I would let me simplify the entire thing for that. I would basically put it on exercising for the first time ever, or exercising for the first few times after being back from a long period of time of hiatus. The reason why is because since I don't do it that often, or I don't train a specific part that often, whenever I do it, I do it for so long and pretty, I won't say intensely, but just the length of it for hours on end, naturally I would feel it. But other than when I play basketball for hours, no, I never feel it. Maybe the next day, there's something there, but most of the time, not even that. So, no, it never affected me in any other areas.
No other areas. Wow. Okay. So mainly what you're saying is when you play for a long duration of time.
Yes.
Do you have a specific idea of how long that would be?
More than 3 hours.
More than 3 hours. Okay. All right. And you said that it doesn't affect you in any other hobbies, any other areas, mostly in basketball. Okay.
Yeah.
What about when you're socializing with your friends? Does that affect it there?
So usually right after we play basketball, we probably get a little bit decent put on like our deodorant, etc. Put on our proper clothes, and we start going places to eat food. Depending on the location, we may walk for like a solid 15, 20, 30 minutes. And always, not only am I tired because we train usually and then play basketball for hours and then. I always notice, like, especially depending where we're going, when I walk for like a long period of time, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I gotta sit down and rest my butt, bro. I gotta sit down and like take a nap or like let this day recover.
Yeah, leave a rest. Yeah.
But then I just push on. It's not like an unbearable pain. It's like back of the scale, put like that to a 2 at that point. Like it's just something that's just there. It's annoying, but it's like a sore muscle. You just keep using. It's after like leg day almost. It's a little bit more intense, I would say. But that's mainly anecdotal, like mainly subjective, because I don't know. I'm not used to feeling it in my feet.
Exactly.
Like in my thighs, in my quads, even in my calves. Sure, that's fine. I'm kind of like mentally used to that. But in my ankles and feet, whenever I feel pain walking, it's like I don't like that.
Yeah, it's discomfort. That's the discomfort.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And what about you? Does any of your friends know, or any of your family know, or any of your classmates know about this situation, about the discomfort that you're feeling? Your friends?
Other than the fact that maybe I complain like, bro, man, my feet are killing me.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Yeah. And how are they supporting you in that? How are they helping you in that respect?
Either they will say, it be like that, understandable, my own hurt too. Stop being a B word. Man up, something along those lines.
Okay, all right. So they're aware of it. And how do you feel about seeing those comments to you? How do you feel about that?
Aggravated slightly, and I usually comment back with an equal part, and then probably bring something back up from the basketball. Either if I won or maybe I lost and I don't bring it back up, I just bring something else up.
I bring something else up. Okay, all right. So you feel aggravated. It does sound quite aggravated.
Just slightly. Like it's just ripping each other, But at the end of the day, it's good fun.
Yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, good fun. Yeah. Do you have any? Do you think you have a supportive environment?
What's the definition of that terminology?
So, like for example, maybe you have stairs, but with bars that you can walk up the stairs with those bars when you're.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe at your house or your home, you probably have like bars at the home or inside, or maybe you have chairs more at multiple places, or even.
Okay, I would say in my place where I live, I would say it has supportive structure, primarily with the stairs, because both sides have railings, just you can grab on. Most of the time I don't do that. I just go upstairs, usually 2 steps at a time. But yeah, I would say it has it. In my house, it's just a house.
All right, okay. And do you have any assistive devices like crutches or
No.
wheelchair? No.
No.
Have you ever had one before?
No, actually.
No. Wow.
I never even had an ankle brace. To my knowledge, I never had an ankle brace.
Let's hope we're gonna keep it. Let's hope we're gonna keep it.
I hope so too. Actually, now I think about it, I don't think I've ever broken a bone.
You've never broken a bone?
No.
All right.
There's a saying for that: people who don't break their bones has to bear a strong weight.
Ah, wow. Are there any barriers at home or at work that make your condition worse? Or makes your...
Repeat the question again.
Are there any barriers at work or at home that makes your situation, or the discomfort in your legs, or basketball shots more difficult?
No.
No. Okay. How are you coping emotionally with your problem when while you're playing basketball? How do you cope with it emotionally?
Great. Like the pain represents the fact that I'm training. It sucks, but like to me, I would take it like a badge of honor in a way.
Badge of honor in a way. Okay. All right. When you said take it as a badge of honor.
It represents the fact that I played basketball for hours on end, and it's a remembrance of my body to like get stronger that particular thing. I don't do it often enough for it to get stronger, but it's the same way like I enjoy training and I feel sore because it's a feeling of a satisfaction, I guess, at doing the activity and completing it. Of course, this time it's not serious, it's just for fun, but it even exemplifies it even more. The way I relate it to is like whenever you push your body, your like brain, I know this for a fact, whenever you push your body and you move your body, your brain secretes endorphins, I believe, and just like the happy transmitter, like the happy chemical in your brain.
Yeah.
Naturally, it does that because moving your body feels quite good. In our life of in our life of being quite sedentary, like just sitting down, sitting on the bus, sitting on a bike to go, sitting in the car, sitting at home, laying down, etc. I'll consider that to be almost euphoric. Maybe euphoric is too strong for it. Just like a happier state. And always after, I feel quite satisfied. because I push my body, I've exhausted, I sleep well, always. Like every single time I push my body with my friends, usually I just sleep well the day after. I would consider it a badge of honor, because to me it's like, yeah, I pushed myself that day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So you've seen that basically you're seeing that you're able to push through those hard moments where you can give up, but you still decide to do it.
Give up is a strong word. I wouldn't say it's that intense, man. But like, sure. But I understand. I'm understanding what you're saying with that. Yeah.
Tired or something.
Like, if I would say like the tiredness, I'd be like, bro, stop. I need like 30 minutes, because I have a few times my other friends have done it. Of course, in between, let's say it's playing 1v1, I may sit down for like 5-10 minutes. But always, I'll never like ask for extra rest. I've never once asked for extra rest. Honestly, I've asked to play longer.
Wow.
I've asked to play longer.
So you push even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But,
wow.
But it's just for fun. It's not so serious.
Okay. No, that's it. Okay. And do you feel stressed, anxious, or down about you not being able to make those shots, or you feel this discomfort in your life?
Stress, anxious, or no. I just get annoyed. Like if I'm shooting the ball and playing a game and it's not hitting it eventually, like okay, none of it is going in like the past 10-20 shots. I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
Let me get in, man.
Frustrating.
It's frustrating. It's annoying.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say stress or anxious, because at the end of the day, I don't put my self-worth on my basketball. Maybe I put like my pride a little bit. I put my pride and ego slightly on the line for basketball. Against my friends, I'm like, yeah, I beat your ass. I beat your butt. Sorry, I cursed. But other than that, like, I don't put myself worth on it. I don't do it often enough to put even my identity on it, really.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So you do get frustrating. That shots don't go in, but it's not something that makes you feel bad.
No.
Okay. All right. And I would say that maybe something that we can maybe be aware of now before the next session, maybe while you're doing practicing sessions now, is to be aware of our jump shot itself. So the jump shot and the form. Especially, I think you have a good idea of probably of how you have to place the ball.
I have a decent idea in my brain.
Yeah.
Very often when I play a game against someone, it never translates quite well. I'm just like chucking the shots eventually at some point, depending how tired I am and depending how much like, let me just get this ball out, bro.
Yeah.
But I have an idea, yeah. But my idea maybe is ball's hand, one over, this hand is kind of control, over.
Okay.
And if you're further away, you jump, and let's say you go for 3-pointer, especially if it's like far away from the like 3-point line, you chuck it even further. If it's closer, more like a lob.
So I see how you have a good understanding of the mechanics behind the shot.
Yeah, but that's more like watching basketball. That's the fun kind of time. And watching other people shoot, and then like, I wouldn't even say emulating it. I would say like imitate a little bit.
Yeah.
And my imitation is again.
It could be better.
It definitely could be better. It definitely could be
that's
better.
what you're here for.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Okay. So it's good to see that you have some knowledge and some more sort of exposure to basketball shots in general, which is the first step. And I think so. What I'm hearing is that you jump a lot. You're quite active for a long period of time. That kind of gets you tired. So maybe endurance to be able to handle those shots, and especially the jump shot and the fluidity and the whole forming technique of making the jump shot, the flick of the wrist, the whole drive itself, the flow into that motion. Maybe we can improve upon that as well. So just to speed up a little bit, what are your goals for physiotherapy? What are your goals?
My goals with this specific physiotherapy related to the basketball. Okay. Multiple goals. I would still say number one thing is to improve at basketball. Let's say that's the overhead goal. Improve at basketball. To be very specific within that criteria, I would love to improve in my shots. To be even more specific within that criteria, the most critical one I find would be my three-pointer. The reason why I state that is because I've noticed whenever I play the game, 3-pointers I struggle the most with. Layups is not good, but if I drive to the rim, and like eventually they don't catch up and they try to defend, I just throw, and from time to time it goes in. 2-pointer, I don't know, I just like to play the game. They fear my 2-pointer a little bit, I just chuck it, it makes it in. 3-pointer, my friends just stop and like, yeah, I'm not defending 3-pointer. Like, hey bro, shoot it bro, you're not making it. So like the 3-pointer specifically, if there's like, of the shots I can focus on, the 3-pointer would be quite useful, because now they have to defend me outside the line, and eventually my drive would be more better. Like I'd just be able to push past them, like blast past them to get a layup. So like that, I would love to add that to my bag, as the slang would be. If I could add an improved 3-point shot, win for me.
3-point shot.
That's to be very specific. Overall, of course, my endurance, layups, rebounds, like everything in basketball, I would love to improve at. I would assume exercise could do that, but if you have to get down to the very specific detail, 3-point shot.
3-point shot. And your jump, 3-point
Jump,
shot.
3-point shot.
All right. And what motivates you to make this? So you said your motivation, which was
To beat my friends even more. But also just like to play the game and just, I don't know, have fun from time to time.
okay.
Like, I know, eventually I'll just play, like I've already done it a few times, but I'll play at like a local basketball thing, just show up and play the game with a bunch of random people I don't know, but have a good time.
Have a good time.
But like if I could improve dramatically to beat my friends, I would like that. I would like that a lot. Because I know they're quite competitive, and eventually they will also start improving themselves, and the game will just become even better for us.
Even better, yeah. Overall, better competition, better. Yeah. Okay. Do you smoke or drink?
No. I never smoked once in my life, and I don't even recall the last time I ever drank.
Sorry about that. I'm going to be asking you some questions that relates to lifestyle and some of the habits.
Oh, no, sure.
How often do you exercise?
Depending if I'm in like that schedule state or not. Like 3 times a week, I'd say.
3 times a week. Okay.
3 to 4.
And what does a typical day look like for you? What does a typical day look like for you?
Mix up between a few different things. Either I'm just going to the gym to basically do a regular strength workout. I may or may not include some cardio. From time to time, I'll do a particular sport that's very cardio intensive. Like I mentioned, we do basketball, but also could be futsal, could be badminton, or it could be squash. Something that's just like, there's the cardio there, the energy's there.
Yeah.
For the camera's sake, he's smiling a little bit because we play squash like, Saturday, I think it was?
Yeah.
So that's the reason I state that. I train 3 to 4 times a week. And something I've been incorporating I would love to incorporate more, but always it falls to the side, is sauna. Simply relating to, I forgot what it's called, but like just heated sauna. Like go to the sauna, you sweat it out, it's like a intense cardio. That's what I do.
All right. So, I would just like to provide a small summarization of what took place, and you can tell me if I missed anything throughout this process. So, you're from St. Martin. You're 21 years old. 20 years old.
I'm making 21. I'm 20.
Yeah, Alexander Bloom. And
Gregorius. Alexander Gregorius Bloom.
Alexander Gregorius Bloom. Nice to meet you. You said that you've been playing basketball with your friends from time to time, off and on. So irregularly, that irregular schedule, but sometimes you play for a long period of time when you guys meet up.
Always.
And you play for like 3-4 hours, somewhere in that time frame, and you've been experiencing, while you're playing, you mainly feel after a long duration of time while playing, you mainly feel some discomfort in both your left and right ankle, and you mainly by so what we would say the tibialis, and also under the sole, which is the calcaneus, like you mentioned, and you've been feeling it mainly over, or like when you play for a lengthy amount of time, over 3-4 hours maybe.
Yeah.
And you said you would mainly like to improve your jump shot, but this discomfort does affect you in other areas. Only like when you come from playing the sport, or you feel some tiredness, some exhaustion, but you mainly push through, and you're mainly thinking that your discomfort is from a muscle, it's not really a bone, so these things come with long duration from exhaustion, and you've noticed that it doesn't affect you in other areas in your school, your sport, and whenever you try to bring this up to your friends, they just throw some comments that aggravate you a little bit, but it's not that serious, and you have a little banter here and there with them as well. And you plan to go, you have I think you have a session coming. We're going to go to Nijmegen to play basketball again, coming up soon. And your school, you have exercise schedule, you work 3 times a week. Work out 3 times a week. Yeah. And you go to school, and you bike it to school, you bike it to other places, and it doesn't affect you in those areas. And you don't have any serious problem, but you said you would like to improve your 3-pointer jumper shots.
Very specifically, like if I could improve all my shots, that'd be good. But if there's one specificality, I just want to, if I could just walk on it, it'd be my
3-pointer jumper shots. And you're quite well aware, you're exposed to the basketball techniques and form because you've been trying to imitate it.
I've watched people play. I watch a few YouTube videos. I've seen other people just play basketball, so from there I'm seeing that, okay, they shoot like that. Let me try it a little bit by myself, and I just play with them.
Yeah. Okay. And you would like to improve upon that even further to like really dial in the form and technique to see more success.
I would like to, for this opportunity, I must thank you. I wouldn't mind taking it more seriously, as in like having specific exercises I do to train it, to having specific drills I would do from time to time to practice it and to improve at it. I would consider it almost like art or drawing, or like lately, like rephrase. For art, let's say I just began scribbling down, doodling a little bit, seeing what other people do, doing my best to just copy it, emulate it, without no specific training, without no specific knowledge being directly applied to learn it, just emulating, having a little bit of fun with it. Now I want to take it to another level where I know some exercises, I know some drills, I know some specific areas I want to improve at, and I do it relatively consistently enough per week, let's say 1 time a week or 2 times a week. Add it to my own schedule, add to my own workout and drills, do it, and then see improvement and have a goal to improve at it. So I'm taking it seriously, I guess you could say.
Taking it more seriously, yeah. And I've seen that you have been putting in the effort, that you are aware of it, you are exposed to it. So, as a culmination of what I just stated, am I missing anything?
No.
No. All right. Thank you so much. We will be contacting you further to make further details.